Good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for making us part of your Wednesday. I'm Joshua Bolden, and we have quite the show for you this afternoon. And we're going to begin with what else? The aftermath of those devastating storms many in our region experienced. And residents are now canvassing their communities, our communities, to see how they can help each other out. Following all that from Fayette County is our Robert Castillo. Robert, paint the scene for us. We're going to begin with the Curtis Johnson investigation when a home burned to the ground because the nearest hydrants didn't supply the water needed. Curtis started looking into the issue to see how widespread this might be. On Monday, Natalie Cochran pled not guilty to the first-degree murder of her husband, Michael Cochran. Now, this is the second time that Cochran has been indicted for the murder of her husband. New at noon, with the winter weather that we have been experiencing, accidents come. But folks, this one involves sledding. A civil rights organization is taking a stand after racist flyers were distributed in Lynchburg, Virginia on Christmas Eve. One local business is doing what it can to help you stay warm. A dry cleaner in Mercer County wants to help keep you warm. Service Cleaners, located off of Princeton Avenue, is bringing back its annual coat drive and taking your donations. After receiving the items, they do what they do best, dry clean. The state recently awarded West Virginia University, so WVU, $47 million for infrastructure improvements. And folks, listen, these improvements actually don't stop in Morgantown, West Virginia. They'll also be seen at the satellite campus in Beckley. I usually don't think about the ears when it comes to frostbite. I've always thought about the fingers and the toes, but I guess, you know, my mom always saying put earmuffs or put the toboggan over your ears. It now makes sense because she didn't want me to get frostbite. She's like Miss Frizzle personified. If you've ever read or watched The Magic School Bus, you know how Miss Frizzle had the outfit on to tell you what the topic was? Chosen Road or Emily Ann Roberts. Let me tell you, you are in for a treat. And to hear it in that historic theater, I've heard them both perform in that theater, and to hear just the acoustics, to hear their sound reverberating through this theater on your screen, it's magical. Today is known to many of us as Groundhog Day.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that.
Also known as the day that meteorologists across the world can't stand, because it's the day that they get superseded by a rodent. Also, you never know why anybody is either growing their hair or they have to shave off their hair. So there is a reason you have one mouth and two ears. You're supposed to be listening more than you talk.
Right.
And listen, porch pirates, think before you try to steal, because you never know what could happen. You could get caught, just like this situation here. That is an awesome story. And like I said, Grundy, Virginia, like literally, folks from Grundy are watching right now. They probably know that young man.
Yeah.
And so that's just really cool to see someone's dreams sort of come true. And like I've said earlier this week, and I say all the time, you have to pour into our kids. You know, he wants to be an NBA player. He wants to go to UNC. Completely possible, by the way. As long as you put in the hard work and the practice and all of that stuff, you can get there, young man.
Job well done. For Take a Look at This, I'm Patrick Cornell.
That story's backwards. Timmy's supposed to be stuck in the well, not Lassie. Jeremy, as always, thank you so much. And all I have to say to those stories is, hey there, boo-boo. It's too cold outside.
So true.
So we are going to calmly just scurry into a house.
Yeah.
Like that. And I was impressed how calm both parties were, both the bear and the owner. That one tugs at your heartstrings.
It does.
Makes you wonder who his favorite superhero is.
I know. It's kind of an intriguing question. I love the design of that glove.
Yes, that is probably one of the coolest gloves, if not the coolest glove in the country.
Seriously.
And it just goes to show that anything is possible. And no matter if you're faced with a problem, there's always a solution. Just you have to be optimistic. Think outside the box. There is always an answer. And I'm so excited to see what he does on the baseball diamond.
Me too.